before the great Max Yacker blows us away. So we see in last week's Parsha, Moshe Rabbeinu, right? So he has trouble. He's telling Hashem, I can't speak. I'm not a man of words. And this theme continues. Why are the people going to listen to me? And he has a stuttering issue, and it's bad. It doesn't seem like he has the talents to do it. And then we look at the end of Chumash. What does it say? There was no greater man than Moshe Rabbeinu. There's never a greater Navi. And guess how many times it says, Vayidaber Hashem Moshe Lemor? Guess. Can anybody guess? 175 times. Vayidaber Hashem Moshe Lemor. The person who couldn't speak. He is the one who says the word Vayidaber. He's the one who's speaking to everybody. So it shows us, what does it teach us? The idea of conquering our weaknesses. This is the time to meet a correspond. This is the time to push it up, to take the next step and keep killing it. Just like Max, I always see him pounding and striking down there. And without further ado.
You're so much stronger than you think you are. Trust me. So between 2005 and 2008, DC Comics put out a 12-issue miniseries by Grant Morrison and Frank Quitely, and it was called All-Star Superman. And basically the gist of it was Superman's been poisoned, he's dying, and it's chronicling how he spends his last days on Earth. He's basically trying to do everything that he can before he leaves. He knows how long he's got left, and he's just cramming in whatever good that he can do. And along the course of the story, through the art and through the writing, it gives Superman the most human characterization he's ever seen. And it's this monumental achievement, and it was absolutely mind-blowing, and everyone loved it. It got accolades of praise. And it's good. It's really, really good. But there's this one beautiful, tender moment where he's fighting all these huge, magnificent creatures, and he's saving all these people. He stops a train. It's all very standard fare. And then there's this one page, and it's just one page. It's really not like a big section of the story. It's supposed to be a throwaway part that just it's a tiny bit of character work, where what he does is there's this girl, and she's standing at the top of a building, and she's dressed very stereotypically. She's got the black makeup, she's got the mascara, she's got all the armbands. She's about to throw herself off. She's looking down into oblivion, and she's ready to end it all. And Superman shows up behind her, and he gives her this little bit of dialogue. He goes, your doctor really did get held up, Reagan. It's never as bad as it seems. You're much stronger than you think you are. Trust me. And as he embraces her, all the chaos plaguing Metropolis seems to fade away. And when the readers were asked, why is All-Star Superman this magnificent achievement in the medium of comic books? Why is this a huge, beautiful thing? All the big action, all the crazy plots, all the Lex Luthor trying to get him, and all the retribution, it all just fades away. And people say it's because of this one page. They all point to this one scene, this one panel, where he's going in, and he's really more human than he's ever been. But why has this one page garnered such prestige? It's because Grant Morrison and Frank Quitely do something brilliant. They utilize a deeply human phenomenon. They've managed to reach a point that we can relate to. Now, I should hope that none of us have been in that position that she's in specifically, but we can all understand and appreciate needing support. Fundamentally, we all have been in a position where we have been in support of someone, or we have needed support by someone. And so with the briefest of interactions, Morrison and Quitely have effectively weaponized empathy. And that's what I'd like to talk about tonight. Weaponizing empathy and the power to connect through shared experience. So there was an article posted in The Atlantic, which is, I think, a pretty reputable journal, and it's talking about shared experiences, and why having mundane experiences with friends, socially, you're far better off doing than having these insane, extraordinary experiences alone. So the example it brings down, it's why you're better off going and getting a beer with your buddies that you always do than going on a date with Jessica Alba. And it cites this experiment from the Harvard Decision Science Laboratory, where they brought 68 people and they divided them up into groups of 4. And each one was sent into their own cubicle to watch a video. Now, 3 of the 4 people were shown a very boring, plain, and like not a good time, just like some nonsense cartoon. And 1 person from the 4 was shown this incredible street magician doing crazy sleight of hand. And they were all asked to come in afterwards. It was like a short clip. They were asked to talk amongst themselves for 5 minutes. The scientist left, and when he came back, he asked them all 2 questions. He asked them, how do you feel right now? And how do you feel that interaction took place? And he asked them to rate it on a scale of 1 to 100, 1 being completely excluded from the group and 100 being completely included. Now, consistently, the people who viewed the quote-unquote extraordinary video felt worse than the others by